So hello Dennis and welcome back to Was This Really Necessary? And it's an awesome game show where we decide if the sequel of a movie is, I don't even know, alright. Answer numero 1 is Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. Yeah, that movie was pretty awful. The big problem with the movie is mainly that it was a Peacock original movie, which is kind of just Doom syndicated for awfulness. It's just always really bad. And I don't even know anyone who's watched this movie, but I'm gonna go into a breakdown anyways. Compared to the first movie, this movie is even worse than it already is. I mean, the first movie is just the best. From the voice acting that Will Ferrell brought to the movie to just some amazing animation. And it had everything that you could have really asked for in a movie, especially the animated one. It had what Megamind called presentation, and every single scene was cared for and thought about throughout the entire film. But that's DreamWorks, and DreamWorks puts a lot of effort into movies, but Peacock does not. It's kind of a little sad to see just really how Peacock just didn't care for they didn't there was no care put into the movie, and it made the movie just not good. And the second good point is that Megamind 1, like I said, had DreamWorks, and Megamind 2 had Peacock, and those are super big differences. And I mean, the Doom Syndicate, it was just like Ladybug and Cat Noir. It was not thought for, it was not cared about. Um, and nothing really happened in the entire movie. There was no character development for Megamind. It was just showing kind of the struggles of him becoming a hero, but there was so much potential that has. It could have showed him legitimately struggling to become a good hero. Instead, he just is like, oops, I'm a hero now. I forgot about that. And it's like, it's just not what it could have been. The movie was not to its full potential, and it could have been so much better of a movie. Instead, it's just kind of not cared for or thought about in any way to make it such a good movie. So there's a few key things that go into movies in my standards. That is presentation, the script, and like just you can and those two things. So there's another one, and that is just the fact that you have to have it be kind of funny. It was kind of its animation was just very bad, and so the presentation of the movie was awful. And I mean, the trailer, even you can see in the trailer that the movie is gonna be awful, and it was. And it was not cared for. It was not thought about. It was not, when you went to go see the movie, you went, oh, this is what it is? Ew, what the heck is this? Instead of just really seeing what it could have been. And I mean, the script had some awful villains. There were just their villains were not good. And I mean, the Doom Syndicate, really? I mean, what about the Doom Syndicate is really it's gonna be at its best. Um, it's just kind of sad to see how the movie ended up being. And I know this is just kind of true, but I mean, the first villain in the first movie was Titan, this guy that Megamind had tricked and manipulated, and he started to want to take his revenge out on like just everyone. And in the second movie, it's just like, here's my old gang, my old gangy guys, but my old gangy guys they're bad. Why don't we blow up this place? Oh no, why don't we not blow up this place? Like, that's just not how you. This is not how you make a film. That's not how you. There has to be more care into the script than that. And I mean, that just not a good script. And then they didn't even bring Will Ferrell back, who just is such a he just was perfect for Megamind, and he's not even in this movie. So realistically, what is there to like look for? What is the movie? And the real answer is that it's just not a good one, and it could have been better, and it just wasn't. That's just the truth. I don't really know what else to say besides that. It just was not a cared for or thought about movie. And I know that I've said that, but you have to have some good writing. It wasn't there. The movie just didn't have it. And it's sad to see. It really is.